Hello all. In this session we are going to discuss about how to get the value of any element. So it can be any visible text or any specific value that is been entered. Uh, how to do the interaction with the iframes, how to deal with alerts, and how to do various mouse actions like right click, double click, those kind of things, and how to do the key placements. So let us start with get. Okay, so when we say get, so let's take an example. So you want to know whether what is the value that is selected in this drop down. Okay, so you want to know that, or you want to know, say if you are entering something, say hello. Okay, you want to know what is the text that is entered in this text box, or you want to know what is the radio button that has been selected right now, or you want to know what is the, that's it, yeah, what is the value of particular checkbox that has been selected. Okay, so in case you want to perform this kind of operation, or say you want to see what is the window title, which is HTML5 test page, that is the title right now. So if you want to do this get, so these are the commands that are used. So there are just three actually. So it says get text, get value, and then get title. Okay, so yeah, there are other options you are gonna see, but they belong to a built-in library. They are not a Selenium library stuff. So if you see, let me remove this, Selenium 2 library, and then get, that's it. Yeah, so in fact there are multiple things, but the usage will differ from what is the option that you're using. Okay, so get text is used to see the text of any button or object like this. So if there is a button and you want to find out the label of that button, get text can be used. So the syntax is get text and the locator, and then you see that it returns the text value of element identified by the locator. Okay, so what it's going to do is it is going to return the label of that button. So this is the XPath of the button, and it will return the value into my variable. Similarly, this is what is the value that has been selected. So this is the XPath of my radio button, and then it says get text, and then it's gonna tell you whether it is what is selected. And then for value, like in case I have a text box and something is entered into it. So in this case I am entering in the first line, I'm entering hello Vinay into my text box. So it's gonna tell you that what is the value of that text box. Okay, and in case sometime you want to get the attribute, for example you want to check that uh, whether your button that is disabled or enabled before you want to do the interaction, or there are a lot of things that can happen, so you want to check the attribute. So let us see an example with that. Say you have this button and you want to see what is the CSS property. So in this case we don't have, let us see. Yeah, if you want to find out what happens with this button in on click, so all you can do is you can get the value of this attribute on click for this button. ID is equal to height button, so it's going to return my function 3. That is what it is going to return to you. Okay, and as we discussed earlier, get title will give you the window title. Okay, what are the other options available? We can see that right now. Selenium 2 library dot get, and then it can do a lot of gets for you. So all you have to do is select this individual thing, and then it will tell you how to use this. So this way you can find out the usage. Just say Selenium 2 library dot get, but most of the time these are the three things that you're going to need. Okay, it can give you all the things that you want to use. Okay, so it's not 3 but 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, I forgot this get title. So let's run the program. Okay, so what's gonna happen, we are gonna see that on the screen and on the input window also. So after it enters the text, it will gonna give you the label of the button, etc. So let's run this program. You're not gonna see anything on the screen because after this, that's it says passed. Okay, so let us see what is there on the screen. Let me close this. So let us see the logs that is disabled for some reason. Let me restart my ride. I restarted ride editor and I again run the program, and this is the output I got. So it says label of the button, that is button, and it was referring to this button, so it had label button. Okay, then it says value of selected radio button, so it says that it was option 2, so it was referring to this radio button. There you go. Similarly, it got the value of text box, so we typed hello Vinay and that is what it returned us. And for attribute, so let us see what was it. So I guess it was getting the type of something. Okay, so let me see what was it is referring to. So it was referring to this particular button disabled. Okay, so yeah, it was getting the type of this button. What's happening? Okay, there you go. So it has this attribute type is equal to submit, so that's why it gave you the value submit. So similarly, we can get any CSS property like class equal to, if you want to get the CSS property, so all you have to see is give @class. So after the locator, it can be anything, and then whatever property that you want to extract, so you say @ and then that particular attribute, so it can be class, type, or whatever value you want to extract, that you have to provide. And then title, it returned the window title, that is HTML5 test page. Now we are going to see how to interact with the iframe. So why there is a need of this, like why there is a separate command for iframe? The reason is iframe is maybe look like a one page, but it is not, because iframe, what it does is it creates a frame on your current web page, and then internally it can call any third-party website or any other thing. So in our example also, I have done exactly the same thing. So if you see, this is our iframe, and what it does do is it is calling another page called action.html. Okay, so let me open that page. So basically it is opening this page inside this action.html inside your iframe. Okay, now if you want to go inside this, so why do we need to switch between these two iframe? Because there can be an element which is there on both the pages. For example, if you see this input field, okay, so it also says input id is equal to text. Okay, and on this current page we have another field called input id is equal to text. Okay, so if I want to say id is equal to text, it will not understand which if I want to type it here, it will not understand that I want to type it here. So I have to tell my program that okay, switch to the iframe and then type it inside it. Okay, and when I want to come out of it, I have to tell the program that get out of that iframe. So to choose the iframe, all you have to say simple command select frame and your iframe name or locator basically. So in this case my iframe is wait, let me take the mouse. So it is I guess frame 1. So there you go, this is my iframe and it is name is equal to frame 1. Okay, any locator will do. If you have XPath of that iframe, that should do. Okay, and then inside this iframe I'm typing things like I'm typing inside iframe. Okay, this is something what I'm typing in this box, input box. Then again I'm typing it, and then what I'm doing is I'm saying unselect iframe, so unselect frame, so it is going to get out of this frame whatever it is, and it is going to fall back to the previous frame or previous window. So in case you are dealing with multiple iframe, and if you say unselect frame, so it will, if you are at iframe 3, so it is going to fall back to iframe 2. So it's not that it's going to come out of all the iframe, so it's simply going to say an unselect frame. Okay, and then if I input again, it should type to the parent window, which is this. Okay, so let us run the program and see how it goes. Okay, so it's going to type into your iframe first. Inside frame it typed, then it said stay inside iframe, and now it's going to type here because we are exiting the iframe. Okay, that is how it works. Next is alert. So in many cases you will deal with alert, and alerts are of different type, like that sometimes it's just a message and then you have to say okay, that's it, there's no option. And sometimes you see multiple buttons, sometimes you have to say okay, cancel. So depending on what kind of alert you are using, you can use your what kind of command you want to use. So for alert, let us see things one by one. So I have alert out here on this page. So if you click on this button which says show alert, it will say press a button. Okay, then I'm gonna say either okay or cancel. So if I click on okay, then inside my page it shows this message, you press okay. If I say cancel, it's gonna say you pressed cancel. Okay, so first thing, you are going to just verify that okay, this kind of alert came in your last command. So I just want to make sure that once I click on this button, I get this kind of alert or not, which has label press a button. Okay, and then it's going to click on okay. By default it takes positive action. Okay, so it says press button, so alert should be present. For that command is alert should be present. You just type alert and then it's going to tell you this command, and then the label of that whatever thing you're going to see in alert. And once it is there, if you want to, and then done, then you don't have to do anything. Then it just confirms that this alert was there, and it's going to click on OK also. You don't have to click on explicitly. Second part is you just need to verify alert text. So this is another way of doing the same thing, which says alert should be present. So in this case, what you are going to do is you are going to say get alert message. Okay, so in this case the alert, whatever alert message is there, it's gonna be passed to this variable called message, and then you can compare it, and should be equal your message and then your whatever variable is and whatever is the actual message. Okay, now you want to control what button you want to choose. Okay, so by default it chooses okay. So here you are going to say confirm action. So you click on this button, it will show the alert, and after a second you are going to say confirm action, so it will simply click on OK. By default it does that, but in case you want to click on cancel, you have to tell this program specifically that whenever you see alert next time, you have to click on cancel. So here there's a command called choose cancel on next confirmation. Okay, so you're going to see two options. Okay, it says choose cancel on next confirmation or choose OK on next confirmation. By default it says OK, so you don't have to use choose OK on next confirmation. So if you want to click on cancel, just select this, then after clicking on this button I'm gonna see alert, and then when you say confirm action, it's not gonna select OK but cancel. So that is how this thing work. So let us run the program and see how it goes. So there you go, it's gonna click on the button. Now they say anything, I'm not okay, I'm not saying OK or cancel. Okay, so now it says OK, and then it's gonna say you press cancel 4th time. That's it. Okay, so you can see you pressed cancel. Okay, and then all the test cases are passed. So see the various option. Alert should be present, and then get alert message, and then confirm action. These are the things that we are going to use normally, and then of course choose OK or cancel on next confirmation. So next thing we are going to cover is mouse actions. So many time, apart from the regular actions like click and type, there are other things that we might want to do, like you want to click on, right click on particular element and select something from the menu, because on that element your right click is you have defined it in your own way, or you want to drag and drop some particular option, a particular object. Go, let us see that here also. So I have a page that, oops, knowledge from txt, and then on this page called r.html we have a text box which can be resizable. It's not actually a text box but a div. So if I click on it, you can expand it like this. Okay, so that is known as drag and drop. So I'd like to tell you one thing about drag and drop. The limitation of the drag and drop is, there are a lot of way your programmer can do drag and drop. So drag and drop may not going to work all the time. It depends on the kind of component that you're using. If it is the native component that can be that comes in built, then it can be used for drag and drop. But if the developer has written some different logic, then probably it may not work. So there is some limitation with drag and drop that you see in Selenium community. So let us see how to do drag and drop first of all. So all you have to do is you open this page, okay, because this page is little different. This is r.html. Normally we land to a.html. So after that it waits for this. Okay, forget about this wait. Then basically what wait it does, it just wait that this is enabled. Okay, then it says drag and drop by offset. Okay, so the command is like this, drag and drop. Okay, so there are two options. One is drag and drop and drag and drop by offset. So sometimes what happens, if you have two list box and you want to pick item from one list and you want to put it on another, so that is called drag and drop. So from one web element to another web element, that is what you want to do, drag and drop. That is just drag and drop, and you want to drag and drop by particular coordinate. So what we just saw out here on this page, this is called drag and drop by coordinate. So this is just one page and you're dragging it by certain coordinates. Okay, you're not doing anything else. Let me see if I have, okay, so the thing I was discussing was drag and drop from the source, like I'm putting this smiley from this box to this box, so that is called source to destination drag and drop. So that for that you can just have to you to provide the source element id, locator, and the locator of destination. So here you can say like id equal to div1 and id equal to div2. So then it's gonna move that smiley. Okay, we are not gonna do that now. So we are going to use drag and drop by offset. So it's going to drag and drop this box. Then we are again going to go back to a.html. There you are going to do the double click. So on this a.html you are going to double click on this page. Sorry, it is this. And then what it does is it right click on certain element. So it is right click on link is equal to tabular data. So we have a link out here, tabular data. Where is it? So it's gonna right click on this thing. So you should see the menu like this. Okay, so normally this kind of menu differs from browser to browser if it is inbuilt menu. So in case you have your own menu defined, then in that case context menu is advisable to use, else all the time it's gonna change depending on what is the browser, what is the OS, is there any third-party plugin that you have installed. So let us run this mouse action program, and then okay, That's it. We are going to stop here on this context menu, then we are going to terminate the program. So let's run this. So the page is there. Now it is going to expand this box. So see, it made it bigger. Now we are going to go back to a.html. Okay, and here we are going to double click here. So it says hello world, and then after that it click on tabular data, right click. So this is the context menu. Okay, so that is how you can do various things. So the command that we use is drag and drop by offset, or just drag and drop. And then for double click, simple, it is double click element and then the locator of the element. And to open right click, you can say open context menu. That's it. And then it's going to open right click. I mean, it's going to perform the right click option on whatever element you want to do it on. So next is key press. So sometimes you want to press some special key, like you know, press tab, or you want to press shift, or that kind of thing, which is not available. Like you cannot simply type those things. So all you have to do is you have to use press key. You want to input something and then you want to press tab. So for that there's a command called press key. So press key, and then the button or whatever locator basically on which you want to press that particular key. So here what I am doing is I am on this button I am doing enter key. Okay, so /13 is equal to ASCII code of enter key. Okay, and then it's gonna invoke the alert that it's gonna say confirm action. So Selenium community has already raised a question of using multiple key, like press keys, say control A, control C, control V. So that is in 2015, and this is October, and I guess till this point it's not done yet. So probably in future, if you are watching this video, and this would already been implemented if you are lucky to see that. But this will be used when you do control C and control A, then control C, and then control B. So that's coming soon. So in next session we are going to see how to do verify, weights, and then other things. So thanks for watching the video.